Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the North Node in the third house in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, the North Node is something that we need to look at, I guess you could say, this time around. It's something that the area of life which we need to emphasize and accentuate perhaps after age 30, the second half of our life essentially. And to do this, we need to kind of not extricate ourselves 100% from the South Node, but break away a little bit in order to have equilibrium and balance between the North and South Node. Well, anyway, people, the first thing is that perhaps this person that has this, the people that have this placement, need to emphasize things that are connected, more communication in their local community, things with siblings, their brothers and sisters, if applicable, if they do have them, things that are more about short journeys. The person that has this placement may, based on the South Node being in the ninth house, may have, I don't want to ever say overemphasize religion, because a lot of people are very religious and there's nothing wrong with this, but perhaps they overemphasized maybe a congregation that wasn't suitable for them, or they had gone to the wrong church, perhaps as an example, or maybe the religion had dominated them to a point where maybe they lost touch with the people that were in their own community. A lot of foreign traveling maybe this person had done during the first half of their life, and maybe needs to get in touch more with people in their own area. There might have been some kind of difficulties with the in-laws. It doesn't mean there's necessarily adversarial situation, but maybe the relationship may have been better. Maybe in the second half of the person's life, by opening up with communications that are more, I guess, in their immediate area, near their home, in their own community, perhaps these things can, the things such as an example of the in-laws, can be at least changed a little bit or rectified. Perhaps this person may need to revisit perhaps some of the fundamentals, things maybe they learned in their early education. Maybe something might need to be relearned in order for them to proceed to define maybe what they really would want to pursue as far as higher education. Now, a lot of people that have this placement may very well have pursued their college education after high school sometime, but maybe they didn't find what it was that they really liked or what they enjoyed. Maybe there was some difficulty in connection with their college pursuits and endeavors, and maybe this person needs to go back kind of to their home base in a way, to their own neighborhood, and through communication with others and understanding maybe their own attributes and what they're really good at. Maybe this person can kind of might go back to college or find something in the college area, in a sphere of their life, that they feel more compatible with, and something that they will flourish at and make a very good career out of once they complete their course connected with that subject. So those are some of the things I believe to look at with the North Node in the third house placement. Perhaps this person may have been enamored and maybe fixated with long journeys a lot during the first part of their life. Maybe it prevented them from maybe getting in touch with maybe the people in their own area a little bit more. A person can walk around or travel nomadically, but if they're not really finding really any purpose in that, and there were just basically a lot of traveling and expended a lot of energy without really assimilating the knowledge that he or she really perhaps needed, what good was that? So that's where the North Node in the third house comes in, to be able to emphasize and accentuate more of the the traveling in their local community, getting some insight from people that knew them or have known them in their own community through their contemporaries, through their friends in that area, and maybe thus get better understanding of themselves and what they may want to pursue as far as any kind of long-term, not long-term, but latter, I guess you could say, higher education pursuits. And once the person is able to kind of just get down, maybe even write on a piece of paper what their good attributes are in terms of what they're able to do and the things that they like, and get their thoughts organized, then they could kind of go for the far-reaching ninth house, South Node in Sagittarius thing, and really and be able to grasp maybe collegiate activities a little better and grasp the abstract concepts, and be better equipped for the profound, I guess, learning things that are more profound in their lives. So anyway, and perhaps also we know the ninth house is connected with publishing, so perhaps through the communication just daily in everyday life, this person might at some point decide to write a book and maybe publish it, and this person would be better equipped to do so once they just kind of go back maybe to their early education roots and understand what it is they really like to do, and what maybe they would like as a possibility, what they might like to maybe write about at some point. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the North Node in the 3rd house in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the North Node in the 4th house in the natal chart. 2 things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.